Hey guys, welcome to Make Poor Choices podcast live at Berries.
Other berries?
Other Berries.
You did that right.
This is podcast number 1.
Uno.
Derek actually had the idea behind this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
We did. Thank you for wearing your hat, by the way. Really appreciate it.
Well, I wish we
It's
had
good
our
branding.
logo in the background and it would make sense.
We got the bar's logo, and we got the bar owner here.
Yes, hello.
Yeah.
By the way, this bar was built by Bryce over there.
Yeah. So
I did help a little bit. Just the wall. That's it. Back wall. Everything else?
You helped me get the stuff from Home Depot to here to then
Yes.
put the wall up. We laid it on each brick individually. It was a real pain in the butt.
One sheet at a time.
But yeah, the whole reason was that my wife and I have 2 daughters now, and so I needed somewhere to go to drink to get away from that. Now, I mean to have people over and entertain, but still be close enough to home. So, welcome to the bar.
So, do you want to tell everybody the backstory on why it's called Other Berries?
Yeah, so our I wouldn't even say it was our favorite spot to go to, but
It was the prime drinking age spot.
it
Because
was
of like 2 or 3 reasons. Like 25-cent wings. What were the beers?
$1 PBRs.
$1 PBRs, and other than that, there's never a line.
Yeah.
And so when you're 21 and you have nowhere else to drink, you go to where it's easy and cheap. So I think that was just a key memory.
Yeah.
Of that age.
Easy, cheap, and available.
Yeah.
We would only go on Wednesdays.
Sorry, Kelsey.
But I think that would just keep them enough afloat to get to next Wednesday for us to come back every week. And
Do you
any
really think they made money
locals-
on us?
No. They definitely lost money on us because I would come with like a $10 bill and then walk
That's
out with
it.
change.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys next Wednesday. But we always had a good time there. I think that was the first time I ever played Words with Friends.
You were going old school. This is MySpace days.
Yeah, right.
Wait,
Back when you guys
was that Scrabble game?
It was the multiplayer
Oh,
Scrabble
my
game, and I remember playing. My name was Dr. Mantis Toboggan. Which was Danny DeVito's fake doctor character, and It's Always Sunny. But I remember playing you and Grant and whatever. That's when we started hanging out and spending more time down there, and so
Court ordered.
has a
I
nostalgic
was.
You were
sentimental
forward?
value.
Probably.
But that's back when you used to enjoy going out to the bars with us.
Yeah. Then you got all healthy and shit. What happened to that?
I decided I wanted to live another year. So far it's working. It's a foolproof plan.
My liver wasn't going to make it.
I started losing teeth. AI.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the backstory behind this podcast, or Other Berries, is a reenactment of the original Berries. So, to Barry, wherever you are, thank you for giving us some memories.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I assume. Yeah, it was,
You did find him on Facebook, so he's
no, it was on Yelp.
Oh.
The original owners. So I'm empty. Will you hand me some?
If you know anything about Long Beach, bars don't last too long, and that bar didn't actually last that long. So
Was it? I don't
it was
remember.
maybe a year and a half tops.
I don't remember what was before it. I think Smoke was after it, the barbecue place,
Yes.
and they didn't last too long.
Mykonos or
Mykonos.
Mykonos, the Greek place.
Mykonos was there
It
like
was a
all
Greek
of our
place
like
before.
childhood growing up. Like,
That's why I
all,
know it, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Never even
Yeah,
got
it was a Greek place. Here.
Maybe.
that?
Yeah. So this is I told you guys before, but I'll tell you again. This is it's a brandy. It was given to me by my brother-in-law, Kevin, wherever you are.
Dirty water.
Thanks. It's like a $250 bottle of brandy. So it's been sitting in my cabinet for a while. So I figure if you want to put it back over there. Podcast number 1 would be a good time to finish that off. So we'll see. But hope you guys like it. It's pretty delicious.
All right. Well,
Better than
Very
the other
smooth.
stuff we're drinking.
I already had a sip. It's very smooth. Cheers.
Yeah.
cheers, guys. Hey. So that's backstory about the bar. I guess let's do some backstories about us now. So, pretty much Long Beach locals. Bryce, been here long enough. He's an honorary Long Beach local.
Yeah.
But yeah, me, born and raised. Derek,
Born and raised.
and then he was deported.
Here.
Once he was like what, 8, 9, 10, 12,
How long? Yeah, no.
20.
Yeah, 20. This was only
College.
We're all
I met-
19, we swear.
I met my wife here, so it's like when people go to colleges and they get an honorary
Sober?
doctorate. No, never. An honorary doctorate. I'm like an honorary resident.
Yeah,
for a
so
lifetime,
we've all been Long Beach locals now, and we love the city, and so we thought it would be fun to get together to promote different highlights and I guess inside jokes for Long Beach locals to get. So.
Yeah, and Long Beach businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, we would love to have the original Barry
Yeah, oh God.
in other berries.
Wherever he is.
Wherever he is. So if you're out there,
Yeah.
hit us up. But
Liam Neeson style. We'll find you.
We'll find
Bring
you.
you back.
But we've all enjoyed this city and the businesses so much, and we've now grown into adulthood, and we actually have a lot to do with these businesses now. And so we thought it'd be a fun way to connect them every week, talk about something a little different, maybe a certain business. If we can get any of the owners on here, if you know any of us, let's have some fun. But yeah, this is cool. It's what do they call Reno? The biggest little city. It's got that same weird feel without.
I think it's
I believe the tagline is many unique neighborhoods, one great city. Which whenever I get off at Studebaker, I always see that banner, and it's just basically saying a bunch of different idiots living in one common area. So I always laugh, but like that's like the official, unofficial slogan for. I don't know. It was on the
No.
official Long Beach thing.
It's called the International City. Have you not seen a sign?
I've seen that too. The bridge. But when was that updated? 1970. You seen that thing?
It was updated the last Olympics, so I think we don't have to go back that far. But
84.
84.
Yeah.
We got the Olympics coming up again. So if anybody doesn't know, this is our resident sportscaster.
Yeah, Drew.
I'll be giving the surf report.
Yeah, for all
There you
our
go.
listener out there.
That's about all he's got. Because if we start talking about football, he's gonna.
They say sports, I zone out.
Sports ball.
Yeah, sports ball. Woo. But yeah, no. So we really want to get some of the businesses on, talk about the city, talk about anything that's happening in the city that we know about, just something that we can comment on, and then just shoot the shit. I mean, things we do. I like to refer to Long Beach, by the way, as the biggest city on the sea.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like this hat, LB, and then the wave for sea.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
people call Long Beach LBC. Well, we're literally on the ocean. So I also like to refer to it as the Forgotten Beach City.
For the people that don't ever get embarrassed talking about weird things, the sea, I went through 3.5 years of high school until I realized that the seaside was actually the letter C, not SEA side.
Oh my god!
And it never made sense to me that it was on the opposite side of the sea.
Who finally explained that to you?
I don't know, but it's apparently C is for classical and not ocean.
Drew is a successful business owner. So
Yeah.
all you kids out there that you too can,
Own a business.
I
one
guess,
day.
own a business.
Just talk your way into good grades.
There's hope for you yet.
Yeah.
That is actually a little bit about us, though. So I own a couple small businesses, another small business owner, and a firefighter.
So when we start the fires, he takes care of them because we're degenerates and he's mostly responsible.
I am off duty and I will call 911.
Always.
Always.
Anyway, so speaking of our businesses, so just you want to talk a little bit about what it is that you started and what you do and why you're wearing that
I
funky hat?
guess if anybody's watching this video, they're going to look at that guy in the odd hat. So I am a gondolier. Or if any Venetians are listening to this, I just row gondolas. I'd be too embarrassed to say I'm a real gondolier. But yeah,
I'm doing it.
All our Italian fans, ciao. All right.
Ironically, this was my second job ever, and I got it 3 weeks after the first job, and I did it for 12 years, broke off, started a company up in Lake Tahoe. It's called Tahoe Amore, and then just recently opened up a second spot down in San Diego called Black Swan Gondola. So I have the weird hat because I'm the gondolier. There.
I have a local Long Beach apparel company, LB Crew. So for lbcrew.com, if anybody wants to check it out, we have our awesome Make Poor Choices live from Mother Berry's merch. It'll be available there for anybody that's interested, wants to support the podcast. But yeah, I've always loved the city. I've always had an affinity for it. Went to away to school at UC Santa Barbara, came back because I just couldn't get away. You know, we have everything here from sailing, kayaking, canoeing, which both Drew and I taught growing up. And, you know, really, if there's something that you want to do, you can find it in the city. So I couldn't get away. I wanted to be back here, and the clothing line is kind of an extension of that. It is these surf designs and things that I've always been inspired at around the city, and I really wanted to kind of make that happen. So, and then we have our local brewmaster. So next episode.
Yeah. Next episode we'll be drinking the beer every
How long
guest
does it
day
take
with
to
my
actually
brother.
make beer from start to finish?
Well,
Is it like medium rare chicken where you get served early, like it should work, or
so we're still in the very infancy stage of this brewery that we're starting.
you watched
So,
one episode of Moonshiners?
yeah, I drank a Coors Light and I was like, I can do this. So my
Bacon.
brother Dakota, who we'll have on one day. He started doing this microbrewing stuff, and he brewed a couple beers, and they're actually really good for his first time. And I know everyone gets into that craft beer stuff, and everyone does that home brewing, and so it's been years I always wanted to do it. So yesterday we went over there at his house in Orange, and took a couple hours. Probably shouldn't have, but his little burner just was taking forever because you have to like maintain the temps, and there's a lot of chemistry behind it that he really likes. But basically, I'm doing a double IPA, and it's a blood orange.
Cool.
So I wanted something that has a high ABV, the alcohol by volume, but also is a smooth, easy drinker to kind of bring us into the spring season. So
Today's gonna be my last day drinking.
Yeah.
So water from here on out. It
yeah,
sounds fun.
yeah. Well, don't worry. You're locked into the bar. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah, we've
So,
stuck you in the corner for a
This
reason.
was a strategic placement.
Friends know me well.
You aren't going anywhere. So, but yeah. So that we'll be drinking that our next.
And you got a name for the beer yet? Or does it come with a name?
I don't. But I don't know. But
Well,
it will
have
be.
to for the
It will
sake of
replace
doing it.
one of the beers on tap. So we do have the 2 taps back there. So we'll have. I think after that, he made a honey brown ale or something like that. That was unbelievable. So I think we'll just brew that one again and have that on the second tap. So once these run out. So yeah.
People just take like 2 different things. I'll take some honey, some brown,
Yeah,
sweet and sour.
Just put it in there. So.
Starburst, some M&Ms.
Yeah. So
Hope for the best. Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
Yeah, right.
how you feeling? You said you were sick the other day.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
rough. I don't get sick. I can't even remember the last time I was sick, and got to see urgent care. That's fun. Got to nap.
Sometimes you get sicker if you go there.
I don't know. It saved my life, but yeah, don't recommend getting sick.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
It is.
Or Modelo, but these
the
days.
hot
But
topic.
I thought you guys get the
The
idea.
thing where it was they paid it off. Corona paid it off, so it was now the Bud
We
Light
need
virus.
this.
It's like we need this bad advertisement.
I thought Bud Light was petitioning just to not be part of that virus.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
we want like
Please don't,
nothing,
yeah.
nothing to do with you. Yeah, so no, it's funny.
You guys hear about the cruise ship people?
Yeah, some of them got released and some of them were in quarantine.
Man, cruise ships are already rough. Like,
My next door. Okay, so my next door neighbors. They're both retired on the east side. Sandy and Dave next door to us. They're so awesome. All they do is travel. They've gone to every national park in North America or whatever. But so a couple of weeks ago, a month ago, I was talking to them. I was like, "You going on any trips?" And
They're on the cruise
Sandy
ship?
was like, "Yeah, we're going to like Hong Kong. And we're going over there." And I was just like, "I don't recommend that."
You're
But
lovely this time of year.
it was still like the beginning stages of the coronavirus outbreak, right? So I'm at work the other day. We were watching news in the morning, and my captain was talking about how these people are stuck on these cruise ships, and we were kind of like, that would suck, like being stuck there.
Yeah.
So sure enough, I talked to Sandy the other day, and I was like, "Hey, you're back. How was your trip?" And she was like, "Horrible. We were stuck on a cruise ship for 14 days. It was quarantined, and we're like, we couldn't get off. We couldn't do anything. It was garbage." And I was just like, so I'm on the other side of the yard. I'm like, cool. I'm going inside and
Wearing a mask.
wearing a mask. And like, don't get near my kids.
Wearing your firefighter outfit outside. Just don't water the
You
ground.
get your gas mask. Come out. Okay, now I'm gonna talk to you.
Yeah. So no,
14
it's
days on a cruise ship, I go insane.
just being
Like-
sick is the worst.
Do you think I mean, the casino can't be open like during this whole time, right? Like, I just think like you go to breakfast and dinner every night like they do on cruise ships.
They just like slide it under the door.
Oh.
B9. Seat B9 goes and gets it. And
Maybe they lay it next to the outside the door and knock and run.
oh my god.
Yeah, I know that
First cruise
sucks.
ever.
I know I bring that up because I told you I went to the doctor earlier and I had having these like stomach aches and Tracy was like, "You need to go," and I just hate going to the doctor.
So are we getting coronavirus right now?
No, I don't have coronavirus. All the labs came back normal, I think. I don't know. But I was like
Takes 2
sitting
weeks.
there talking to the doctor, right? And this Kaiser, it's like this Asian doctor who looks like he's, just a regular looking dude. And he was trying to ask me how to describe the discomfort I was having in my stomach. And he's like, "Is it like a sharp pain, a dull pain? How is it?" And I was thinking in my head, like, I don't know, I can't. I was like, "Man, maybe it's stress. I don't know." And I was like, so maybe I was like, "Have you ever like been hungover and you just have that stomach ache?" And I swear I couldn't even finish it. And he was just like, "No." So I was like, "Yeah,
Well, he hasn't hung out with us then.
of course not. Yeah. Why would you have
I
ever
guess
been
you know,
been
like,
hungover?" And I
he's
was just
talking
like,
about it.
"How can we just end this and move on?" But yeah, it was this very uncomfortable. I was like, yeah, man, all right, me neither.
How do you describe a hangover to somebody that's never had one?
Listen, I know you people out there have had a hangover and you've had that upset stomach and just nothing helps. And
Oh, Ted, how bad's your stomach? Regret.
Yeah, it's like kind of how I'm feeling now, all the time. So horrible, man. Doctors are going. I just hate going to the hospital. It sucks. Couldn't do it.
No fun.
Yeah, last time I was there, I caught myself at every other little Purell station, just taking walks. It was like an OCD thing that
Did you wear a mask too?
No, just for some reason, my hands were dry as can be after the end of that hour-long visit.
I have alcohol
18
poisoning.
scoops of Purell.
I have alcohol poisoning.
Yeah.
Oh, how that happened to you, sir? I spent a little too much time in the hospital.
You're not supposed to like drink it
Yeah.
just because it says alcohol on it.
Well, you know, when in Rome.
So, I don't know. You're the gondolier.
Speaking of, I just got done with Valentine's weekend. We did 54 cruises in like 4 days. So, or
More than that. I think you did 58 because you told me
I
54
guess
in
we got
3
more
days, and then
cruises.
you did on some on Monday.
So, and everybody showed up. Boats didn't sink, and only one couple got in a fight in the parking lot. Didn't go on the ride.
Did
So,
anyone propose?
had a few of those. They all said yes. Yeah. No no's on this trip.
Next time. Next time.
Don't wish.
What was the biggest like FU no that you've seen? The most awkward one.
I had a couple.
Or maybe they're not
No,
the same.
I had
I
a
don't know.
couple that brought their child with them on the boat. So they already had one. He proposed, and the most awkward thing I've ever had to experience was after she said no, the kid goes, "Come on, mommy, say yes to daddy." Like, I am on a gondola with these three people out in the middle of the lake, and there's nothing I could say to make it better. I can't be like, "That's amore." Like, you're just, "Come on, mommy, say yes to daddy." And it was, oh god, that boat may seem slow, but it goes from 0 to 100 real quick when somebody says no. I think
How heavy are those boats?
I think they're about 2,000 pounds, but they go quick.
So you're like, it felt like a feather.
Okay, I think I've been doing this for almost 18 years for different companies, mine included, and probably a good maybe 1,000 proposals, maybe more, and I've only seen 3 no's. So I think, that's got to be 90%, right? 95%? Doing all right?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you get and like plan out this whole thing and get on a
More
boat.
awkward than a no, though, was I had a girl about 6 weeks ago. She didn't say yes for 25 minutes.
Like sat there. and
This
thought
guy
about
was
it.
on his knee for so long,
What?
he just keeps switching knees because it hurt. I'm looking at things that weren't there while we're like clouds and birds.
Hold
and
on.
Wait,
He just sat there on his knee. He
They,
didn't like.
I'm going to paint the picture. Yeah, just, they had issues. And they needed to work it out.
Yeah.
So he's trying to persuade her. She's, I don't know, fighting. I mean, not fighting, but just not agreeing.
Resisting?
Yeah. I don't want to make it sound like a rape.
Yeah. It was a consensual
Yeah.
at the end.
But
so.
she finally ended up saying yes, and I had to like break the ice a little bit. So I'm, hey guys, I know this is not that professional, but fuck, like it was awkward. So hopefully they're still together today.
No
Usually-
chance. No chance.
They're probably not.
If it's
But-
not an immediate yes, it's a hard no. No matter even if it takes you 20 minutes to finally come around to a yes.
Yeah.
If you have to think that long and hard, yeah, you might as well say no.
Yeah.
Just by the way, I don't know if I actually said I own 2 small businesses, but they're Venetian gondola cruises. So if you guys are trying to figure out what these marriage proposals are,
Well, you weren't on the ski slope?
Yeah.
So that's like when you go
Oh,
to the
man.
Venetian at Las Vegas. It's the exact same thing. Do you still have the tracks?
If you have a fire, call anybody else except for 911 because you don't want him showing up. I did almost mess up a marriage proposal the other day, though. I'll take full credit for this one. So we do something called a message in a bottle. Let's say some guy's going to propose, some girl's going to propose. What's going to happen is they email us a few days beforehand, and they write whatever they want us to print out and make pretty. So we put it in the wine bottle, cork it, and the gondolier will hide it behind him. As he's rowing, he'll quietly just dip it in the lake, let it float away. When we pass it, hey miss, we're trying to keep San Marcos clean. Would you mind just reaching down and grabbing it? Everything's awesome. But what this...
Do they ever just like pick it up and just like...
What? Nah, I've seen people go, I ain't picking up that trash.
Yeah,
And I'm
fuck
like,
that
"Oh,
planet."
yeah.
Yeah, it's San Marcos, bro.
Right? It's a little dirty.
Your business.
It was a message in a bottle. It was nighttime, which is still doable. It's harder to see at night, but at least when the gondolier says, hey, miss, would you mind picking that up? They can kind of see it. But what I did not realize is both these people were 100% deaf. They could not hear. I knew one of them was deaf. I didn't realize both of them. So in my mind, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna mess up this guy's proposal. And I've never asked anyone to marry me, but I don't think they ever think of it the day of. It's probably weeks in the making, right? You know. Would you lose a bet? But my only thought was maybe I should throw it in the air and it'll land in the water next to her and splash her. I'm thinking.
Just tap the rowing stick on the side
I didn't
of the
know
boat.
what to do. I was so nervous. And
Rowing?
Yeah,
Whatever.
it's
Not
an oar.
Alright.
He can't swim either.
I like rowing stick better.
Yeah, rowing stick.
Finally, though, we passed this island that lights up, so I turned into a mime because I don't speak sign language. I was like, photo shoot, and like, they got it.
Wait, no. One more time for the people in the back there.
Photo shoot. I'm not gonna do it like that. Got them on the island, took pictures of them, and then when they weren't looking, I stuck the bottle, put it back on the seat, and it saved the marriage proposal.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Photo shoot.
I'll turn that off. It's the ice maker. What bar could be complete without a?
You have a little button on your phone that turned on?
Yeah, what else do we have? I got a
Oh,
fridge,
no, you're right,
I got
I'll
a
turn
fridge
it on.
behind me.
You got a fridge, kegerator,
Yeah, ice maker, and a kegerator.
Yeah. The lights are remote controlled too.
Oh, hey-o.
Fancy shit,
Called
man.
electricity.
Remote control, not light switch is a hard switch.
A hard control.
Don't worry, we'll go over that later. So,
You were telling us something earlier about right here down by your house that you have these people at a stop sign.
for everyone in Long Beach, if you've ever been to the Appian in Colorado stop sign, I have probably given you the finger at one point and or yelled at you because that is the worst stop sign in probably the history.
Again,
of
if
the
there's a fire, call anybody else.
Well, I mean,
it's a diagonal.
it's weird.
But you know what? It's not just that stop sign. It happens right here, where I live, the intersection by my house, where people will stop well 15 feet short of the stop sign line and then expect that they have the same rights as everyone else has moved all the way up. And so they'll stop 15 feet back just because they see you coming to then blow the stop sign. It's just like, I hate it.
Dude,
One of these
running
days,
start.
I am just going to gun it and let them hit me and then just, somehow Larry H. Parker my way into a lawsuit to these people. It drives me crazy that people just, wherever.
I'd say we know a lawyer. It's all of our best friends. Like, he's not a helpful lawyer. He's almost like the worst lawyer to go to.
If you have a friend that's
Well, 'cause he's
going to law
honest.
school, make sure he's a good lawyer.
Yeah.
He is good. He's just honest.
That's true. Yeah.
I asked him for advice once, and he goes, "Get a lawyer."
We've made yeah.
Not me.
Our luck is we actually need a good friend who's a lawyer, and he just happens to be like an honest person, and we can't have any of that. But I hate the fact that people just stop too early at stop signs. It drives me crazy.
Something mean the other day was like, "I need a tax guy that's not afraid of prison."
But God, yeah. And then one of these days, I'm just gonna build my own speed bumps down my street so people don't freaking go 40 miles an
You
hour.
did that. Oh.
In the alleyway,
Oh.
yeah, and that actually worked. I put speed bumps in our alleyway.
Did you ever?
A couple people still.
No. Did you ever catch the person that robbed your Ring app?
No, someone took my Ring camera.
For all the Long Beach locals out there, if you've ever gotten something stolen, definitely.
Like your bike?
Yeah. I saw a shirt actually that said, "I got my bike stolen in Long Beach."
Exactly.
Yeah. That's how I know I'm an official Long Beach resident. Not only have I had 2 bikes stolen, I have had my Ring camera stolen and a tool bag. I had a.
I'm almost
I've
there,
definitely
but I'm
got
not quite
two.
to the Ring camera yet.
So I got the tool bag stolen. I had the Ring camera because I saw it on there. But we had a sprinkler head,
Someone
blow
stole your
off.
sprinkler head?
Let
Let him have it.
So I think my gardener hit it with the lawnmower and it was just kind of pop, right. So when the sprinklers came on, I had this geyser in my front yard and it was like 5:45 in the morning. And my wife wakes me up. She's like, "Check out what's going on." So I go out to my garage to get some channel locks to then come back to turn off the sprinklers, right, to stop the flood that's going on. And I have it all in the ring, so it's all time stamped. It was like 6 minutes, or maybe even 4 minutes, that I walked in, got the tool, left the garage open, walked back, and in that time, guy comes down the alleyway on a bike, swings in, and just I was building the bar this time, so I had tools at the front of the garage. And he just had like a little DeWalt bag, and there's like $400 worth of like drills and tools and everything in there. Just swung by, picked it up.
That's the worst.
And then you see me in the same little clip walk as he leaves, just come walking in. And I put my channel lock back, and then like a couple weeks later, I was doing something, and I was just like, "Tracy, where are my tools?" And she was just like,
thieves.
she was just like, "Oh, well, did you check in your cabinet? Like, did you put them away?" And I was like, "You know me. You know I never put anything away. You know they'd be right here out and before I can trip on them." And so I finally went back and looked and saw they stole them. So
The worst is he probably only got like $20 for him.
if you're out there, fuck you, man.
Yeah. Shit.
You remember my forklift that got stolen?
Did you get did you get the flood stopped at least?
Yeah, sprinkler.
Okay, no, as long as you're not wasting water. We're
back in the drought now. Thank you very much. No, yeah.
We're health conscious or environmentally conscious. That's what's more important, right?
I just watered my lawn 10 minutes ago.
Whatever.
Yeah. off the balcony.
Yeah. That's it.
What were you watering? With
water.
what? With what? What were you?
Connect to the sink.
Back in college, we called it relieving the hose, but it was a different kind of hose.
It's freer to pee outside.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta get a urinal somewhere out here.
I mean, we can just walk inside. It'll be alright.
Pee in an alleyway kind of adds to the.
Adds to the flair.
It already smells like pee out there anyway, so. Whatever.
Should we?
So you put the speed bumps out here. But what happens when the kids are playing in front? You put one of those little green men or whatever. I think I saw one earlier. You put one of those out front.
I don't let my kids out front.
Oh.
Too close to the street.
Oh,
We have the backyard.
At least you're safe.
Yeah.
You know what
Kidding
I
me?
brought you the other day with your kids?
What?
I finally saw a baby duck, and I owe them one.
What?
They did? Well, a baby swan.
Oh, dude, that was a cool. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah, they don't live that long. But when they are, they're cute and they're adorable.
You say they don't live that long?
Yeah, it's the saddest thing ever. I row next to them, but there's coyotes, so they eat them. So every few months, the birds reproduce.
Oh my
and
god.
they gotta it's like,
It's nature.
yeah, it's nature. They gotta really survive. But they're awesome when they're still alive.
Circle of life. Circle of life. But
You should tell the story about the ducks.
the baby ducks.
The baby ducks. How
you order
I'm a
them.
great gift giver. But I'm also, when I drink, I don't think. I guess like a lot of people. But my buddy's last name is Marquis, and he was marrying somebody with the last name O'Malley. Okay, they get married. In my mind, her last name is still O'Malley, or at least it was then. Then they said they're announcing they're having a daughter. We're all drinking, we're celebrating, and they said they're gonna name it Mally. My mind thought the last name was O'Malley, so I said, "You're naming your daughter Mally O'Malley," and it took a while to realize what was going on. Mally turned into Mallard, Mallard turned into Duck. Like I said, you're drinking, you're not yourself. But did you know Amazon does not sell ducks, but the rest of Google does. Real quick on your phone when you're sitting at a bar, and baby ducks are very cheap. It's about $5 a duck. Minimum quantity is 2. Yeah. But then they get you on the shipping. But the best part of this prank, by the way, $80 of shipping. But the best part of this prank I wanted to do was time it. So if his baby was born in 6 months, that's the ship date. So the ducks will show up in 6 months. After 6 months of us doing our own thing, we forget about the ducks. I think that would have been the best prank ever. But I got excited every couple weeks, and I'd send him baby duck pictures. He'd send me duck recipes, and chicken tenders, and stuff like that. And then,
duck wings are pretty good.
Oh,
No.
But then my conscience kicked in.
Smoke.
Conscience kicked in about 3 weeks before they were shipped because they called me asking for an address change, and I realized they really were going to have this real life little child, and your focus would be on that, and I didn't want the baby ducks to die, so I canceled the order. But if you don't have a conscience, I do recommend this prank because it'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well,
And please send it to us.
We were gonna, so yeah, because you would like read up how it's like if if they don't get the attention. They
Oh
get
yeah, they
sad
like
and
like
depressed
imprint on you or something they called it, and like they follow you everywhere, and they need to be warm, and they need food, and
apparently they shit everywhere.
yeah, and I think again it would have been the best prank if they weren't having a kid.
Sounds like a kid.
So there was 2 ducks, and one of them's name was gonna be Mallard, O'Malley Marquis,
Yes.
and the other one was gonna be Carl. Because my like ongoing thing, I've always wanted like a dog, just like some
He just really wants a
dirty
Carl.
dog that looks all ridiculous, and just name it Carl because I don't know, like that's like such a human name, but it'd be perfect for like a goofy looking
Like people
dog.
name their dog Kevin.
Yeah. Carl, get over here! It's just like some goofy looking dog. I don't know.
See, I want to name a dog Tourette's. So when it gets out, you're just Tourette's! Tourette's! And people are like, shit, I think he's got Tourette's. He's telling everybody. Oh, that'd be awesome.
I think one day I'm just gonna buy you one of those narcoleptic goats.
See, that'd be a lot easier to take care of. Less work.
Just get it excited, it goes to bed.
Tourette's! I'll name my goat Tourette's. You know what? That's enough. Name something Tourette's.
No.
So, well, we both play hockey.
Mm-hmm.
You happen to have something over here that is a topic of mine.
Mhm.
I actually was at the dentist earlier today, and he actually knows the current owner of the Ice Dogs.
They're still around?
They're still
Are
around.
they coming back?
I think we need to
Can
start.
I put my deposit in for season 10?
I think we need to start. So you had this in the bar, and so when I saw it earlier, I brought it right back.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably one of the greatest things in my childhood.
Really? The Ice Dogs?
No, he just like getting beat by paddles.
Just.
Hey, I was in a fraternity. All right.
Yeah.
Whoa there. Watch it. But no, these guys all live. They're all from Canada, right? And or Eastern Europe or wherever the hell they're from. But they all live on the peninsula. They all come down to the beach. They are in Belmont Shore area, right? Because they're like, fuck, we never had warm weather.
Yeah.
They love it down there.
Right.
They love it. So they were always around. Got to see these guys. We could watch them play, and then obviously we both play hockey, and it was huge. So I think we need to start like a true petition to get a sports team back in Long Beach.
Yeah. We'll
And
get
not
two
just
signatures.
Not just any sports team. This sports team.
Yeah. Well, dude. 100%.
Fuck baseball. This is what we want.
Next podcast, I'm gonna wear my Ice Dogs jersey. I think I still have one. I played for the junior Ice Dogs. No big deal. But yeah, that would
kind of a big deal.
like that would, dude. I would totally. Yeah, I would be. I remember my uncle took me to a game. They had a bunch of free giveaways. It's like it was down at the Wyland Circle Building, whatever the thing's called. This is the arena, right?
Long Beach Arena.
Yeah. And which is still in great shape because we went there for Disney on Ice.
You are down. So that makes sense.
I didn't buy the tickets. My sister did. We got second row. It's pretty sweet.
He was there with the firefighters.
But just hanging out. But yeah, we went. I remember like one of the giveaways was like it was with Toyota, and it was like the beach seats, and they had this elevated platform.
I remember that.
Right next to the corner, and it was like filled with sand with like some buckets and like sand toys and like an umbrella and like 2 beach chairs. And you could win those seats at the game, and you're like sitting in beach chairs like on the beach, but it was like right at the board level, right?
And
so
in the
still
corner.
see in the corner.
It's like the best
It
seat.
was like the best seats. I was just like, this is awesome. I was like 10. I was like, dude.
Did you win them?
No. I saw some.
Well, everybody. I saw it too. I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna tell me you won them.
I won them. Yeah. No, it was awesome. No, it was.
No.
But I
mean,
should bring that back.
years later, I did.
We could sponsor that. The Other Berries beach seats.
I did get tickets to
Sports
Ducks
ball.
game for you with me on the glass.
We did.
So that was actually pretty dope. But I think the Ice Dogs would be even better.
That was.
We could have dollar beer Tuesdays.
They would have 25-cent wings.
I think I've only been to 2 professional hockey games, and I think it was day 1 with you guys at the Ducks.
Yeah, because they came in
And
later.
literally, we're gonna
They're
call
trying
that,
to
we're gonna
recruit
call
you.
that a Tuesday, and I think the very next day.
No,
we
it
went
was
to
a
the Kings.
Friday. It was a Friday night. And I know that because I think Cody and Amy had texted us like, hey, what are you guys doing tonight? Want to watch the Ducks game? And we were all at the Ducks game. Without them, and even you were there. So we felt like even worse. We're like the one guy who doesn't give a shit about sports is with us.
So wait, that was a Friday, but then I feel like the Kings was
Saturday.
the very next day.
Yeah, because the Ducks usually play Friday night, and then because of the TV deal, the Kings play Saturday. So we were trying to like tell you things to say for the next day. So it's like, all right, well, when you go to this game tomorrow,
I had a speech memorized.
you'll kind of have an like
fuck Kings, fuck, or what was the word? That script I don't get it right.
Yeah. Wow, that was an incredible.
I think his
Offsides.
I think his words at the end of the Kingsway were, "Wow, this was way better." Than
No.
If I do remember correctly, from a guy who knows nothing about sports, there was the Duck Stadium was fun, but there was more energy at the Kings.
Because they're better.
I don't know what, but
It was closer to their cup wins, so they still had that residual fan base. But now, if you go to either, everyone's just rooting for a loss.
oh,
Well, that's
Better draft.
That's a
February
big
2020.
difference. But yeah, no, that was fun. We tried to recruit him, so I just fed him tequila all night. If you know,
I will be honest with the hockey games were. I had more fun going to the hockey games than remember the Rams game.
Yes.
I had to take an edible to understand how everything worked. Didn't work.
Like tonight. No.
It did take one.
Don't do drugs.
But the hockey was actually way more fun to watch live. Basketball I haven't been to in a long time, but I think that's just as much energy as hockey, right?
I like hockey better.
No, I mean like live at the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of
guess.
energy, I guess.
I've been to. I went to a Lakers game on Christmas like 8 years ago. That was the last basketball. So I don't know. They really got into basketball.
The best basketball game I ever went to was actually preseason at the Forum when I was older, because I had gone when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And they finally went and played a preseason game there later,
Mm-hmm.
and it just brought back like Magic Johnson and like that whole nostalgia and everything. And so it was like, oh shit, I actually like this better, but that's just because I'm sad.
If
I'm a
If I'm
sad
like
person.
there in person, I will totally get into it. But I just like
That's what I remember. I thought basketball was fast paced. Baseball was fun,
follow it.
but that was slower. And then football.
Baseball's
was
a
slower.
journey. Like the season's 162 games. Like it's the games take like 10 hours. like it's a journey. So you're going there to like hang out and just.
That's a journey watching you guys do fantasy football for 12 weeks. Hey, no, that's right. It's 12 weeks, right?
Almost, buddy. Almost. It's
a month shy.
Double
I
digits.
thought I could win a
So we'll
trivia
give you
game.
that one.
Oh yeah, you got close, but you're like a month back. But back to my thing, I do this.
Is it 18 weeks?
If we do
Somebody give me a number.
if we do anything, it's 16 weeks. But if we do
17,
anything,
you're good. They play 16
well,
games.
16 games, 17 weeks. Yeah. If we do anything positive with this podcast,
I'm not converting.
I
to
mean,
sports.
I mean, it's called make poor choices. That's why we have some booze here. But a good choice is the Long Beach Ice Dog petition.
Yeah. No, we
So
should.
that I think
absolutely-
is gonna have to be some bit of a
Forgot
theme.
Started this.
We got to bring it back. We got to get them back into the Long Beach arena.
We should.
I mean, the Olympics are coming here for gosh sakes. Like, we can at least have the ice dogs. We get into the Olympics activities in Long Beach. Why can't we have the ice dogs?
No. So we canceled the Ontario Reign and we have them move as the Kings affiliate AHL to Long Beach, and now they're
Long Beach Reign?
Long Beach Ice Dogs. No, still the same name, just the Reign could just beat it. Because I mean, like think about it, like the Ducks, right? You're in Anaheim, you're close to Newport Beach, it's awesome, everyone loves it, right? And say you get down to the minors, oh man, you gotta go to San Diego, and it's awesome down there, and San Diego's beautiful. It's like you play for the Kings, already a bummer of an organization. Then you gotta be sent to
Yeah.
Ontario. You ever been to Ontario? There's like an airport and a Carl's Jr. and then like a bunch of.
I mean, you can shit on Ontario. That's fine, but that's not the Kings.
Yeah. So
You're going to LA, City of Angels.
if the Long Beach Ice Dogs were like the AHL affiliate of the Long Beach the Kings, I would totally support the Long Beach Ice Dogs.
No, at least we can agree on that.
But that's close enough for the Kings, so we would mutual, whatever.
At least we can agree on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't root against the goals though, but
Okay.
fair enough. But yeah, I'm all about the petition. We should definitely bring it back, and maybe we'll get the others on the podcast one day.
You guys ever feel like a third wheel before? This is what it's like.
Sports, Drew.
I feel more like a third wheel right here talking about sports than I do on a date night gumbo.
That's because everybody's looking to you to make it a good time.
Well, they paid me.
Well, that
So.
too. We're definitely not paying you,
Oh,
but we are looking for you to help make it a good time.
cool.
Yeah.
My check is
Check.
up on the mail, right?
In mail.
Alright.
We got it, buddy.
Yeah, USPS.
You know what we gotta do again is make some beef jerky.
I want to do it with carne asada.
Carne asada beef
Saw that
jerky.
at Shots Bakery going towards Tahoe.
I didn't share any of that with
I
me.
love shots.
No, I saw it, like-
Oh, you just saw
Yeah.
it. Oh. Alright.
Well, I had the idea a long time. I didn't know if it worked or not.
Well, we're gonna have to talk about when I go to Tahoe. I'm going for a bachelor party, and you gotta give me all the tips. Anybody out there knows what's up with Tahoe?
Hydrate.
Don't go in the gondola company.
No. Do. No porkage. You know,
Yeah.
but
You go to the Tahoe Mora Gondola Company, you get on the gondola, and you ask the gondolier, why is it called the Black Gondola? And why is it called Tahoe Amore? To get 5% off.
I'll give some discounts.
I will cover
If
that.
we get followers for this podcast, I will give all the followers some discounts.
Yeah. So no, I want to make beef jerky again because I think we made it like once. It was one of those things where when my wife and I got married, we had the wedding registry.
Is it
and I was
easy
just
to
like,
so you have a dehydrator?
oh yeah, I got the hydrator.
No,
No, what are we gonna
but
use
do
this
you
for?
do
I was like,
anything-
I'm gonna make beef jerky all the time.
I do
made
it
once.
once. But do you just
that's
buy
okay.
meat, season, and put it in there and hit on, or isn't it easy? Like, why do we only do it once? Or is there more steps we just...
He has
Well,
2 kids, bro.
No, it's not even that, but it's like you don't have very in depth on cooking.
You have 3
He
kids.
did-
Oh,
no, he
whoa,
said he
whoa!
had-
We just did something new.
No, I thought it's easy. Press it, set it.
So you buy a piece of meat and you get it to where it's you freeze a little bit so it's very firm so you can get those nice even slices that are very thin.
Okay.
Until I let Tracy buy me one of those deli slicers.
Oh, wait, no, but what if, you buy
You
carne
get it first,
asada,
and
it's
then
already
you marinate
finished.
it. Yeah, and then you marinate it for like 12 hours, and then you set it in the dehydrator. The dehydrator goes like 12 hours. So it's a very long. It'll take like a day or two, right?
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of hands-on time, I guess, but it's a lot of the dehydrating time.
You're a
But
firefighter. You have a lot of days a week off.
I'll get into that later. So, because apparently, like one of the guys tried to make his own beef jerky company at the station and brought in a bunch of samples, and everyone just ate them. And he was like, "Are you guys gonna pay for that?" And they're like, "Fuck no! Like why? Like I thought this was free." And he's like, "Well, there goes my beef jerky company." And I guess it'll last like a month, but
You ate the product.
Long Beach has a beef
it's
jerky company.
expensive, man.
Did you know that?
What?
Long Beach has a beef jerky company.
The city? Or
They're-
there's
they're-
a Long
they're-
Beach
they're-
beef jerky company?
They're from Long Beach.
Actually-
He even says it on.
Actually, no, wait.
Get them on the podcast. Come on.
If there are any local people that started companies in Long Beach, we do want to talk to you. Off the top of my head, I think there's one called Truff. It's a hot sauce company. There's the Long Beach beef jerky guys.
Cheetah beef.
Is the Long Beach?
Is Long
Yeah,
Beach.
so if you know people, please tag them. We'd love just to interview them and talk to them how they started their business in Long Beach. What some either the fun or the good times, bad times we're getting there.
Help us help you. But no, so what I wanted to talk about, apparently there's a thing called a beef jerky gun.
Wait, what?
Okay, right? So, in my mind,
This sounds amazing.
it is, right, I go right to like Southern America, right? I'm thinking like you're firing beef, like almost like a t-shirt gun, but it's like beef jerky, and I'm like, this is awesome, right?
Slabs of beef.
Just knocking kids out the stands.
Just fully automatic.
Meat bombs?
Fucking meat gun, right? So,
Is that teriyaki?
no, you can buy them on Amazon, like $40, and it's almost like a caulking gun, but it's to make beef jerky strips and or sticks. So
Oh,
it's
it's like with great ground beef.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
you,
you,
like, put it
oh,
in there
no,
and you
that's
just,
actually a
like,
good
jam it
question.
in
I'm
the tube
thinking
and-
carne asada, but you're right. Okay, ground beef.
Right.
Yeah, you can grab
Well,
it.
you grab anything, right? So I got one of those Cuisinart stand mixers, and you can have like a sausage attachment where you put all the meat in there and it grinds it up, right? Or
Go on.
Bacon beef jerky.
yeah, so you like put everything in the bowl, marinate, and you put it in this gun, and you like make it, and then it forms. So you get like the Jack Link's beef jerkies or whatever, and they have like the
Okay,
the
that is,
strips
yeah.
or a Slim Jim, you know.
Yeah.
You can get it into that shape.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
How is that? We should look for that thing.
I have a joint Amazon account, so I have to explain all my purchases. why did you spend $40 on a beef jerky gun? Don't worry about it.
It's our daughter's 18th birthday present.
It's
All
fine.
right. If it's for the business, we'll write it off on the podcast.
Yes, there we go. Suck it, IRS.
we'll make it work. We'll write it off in a
We're just
in a
kidding,
business
IRS.
capacity. As long as we use it, as long as we're using it in the scope of what we're doing,
Yeah.
we're in good shape.
Do you need more ice? Sure.
So,
I'll take a look.
My hands were washed.
you just want ice?
I mean, there's a couple.
You're not drinking anything. It's like water.
I feel it.
Uh,
And I feel the other one.
We got if you want to switch from whiskey, we got beers. Otherwise, I think the only thing alcohol on tap we got is the old Pink Whitney there. So. Shout out Paul Whitney.
When you made
Spit
the
and
bar,
chunks.
did you
Paul Whitney, Paul Bissonnette, right?
did you wing it, Bryce, or did you actually have like?
Ryan Whitney.
Ryan Whitney, I know. I said Paul Whitney, so if they're
apparently you're
this,
feeling
they're
it.
Fucking, they're gonna
Are these
I
beat
doubt.
the shit out of me. No, what?
I said when you made this bar, did you wing it or did you have it planned out and then, like, how much did it change from your first idea versus what you got?
I think it was. Is he done? Yeah, finish me off here. Yeah, buddy. I always had the idea, right? So I think the initial idea was to have the bar, and then the back bar, and then instead of two TVs, it was one TV, and then have like kind of almost like bookshelves on each side all the way up. It's kind of like an English pub, English to Irish pub. Basically the like Brannigan's feel, you know.
For those who can't see, we got a dartboard over
There's a
here.
dartboard over here, so I just wanted kind of like that, like
That's a cool
not
man cave you did.
quite like a dive bar, but kind of like an English pub, Irish pub, you know. Just thinking like in the color scheme, like thinking about like Brannigan's, because that's somewhere that you know is very sentimental to me. We've spent many of nights and mornings
I guess
there.
it's weird we didn't do tiki theme for the Barry's Tiki Bar.
Yeah. So
This is other berries. We upgraded.
Yeah.
We
So
upgraded.
yeah, and then you know I would ask my wife like, oh, you know, what should we do for the back? Because I was thinking about like colors and painting, and she sent me something about like a brick back, and then you know I found the brick board at Home Depot, and so it just worked out. But and then of course it's like, oh, well, why do one TV when you can have two TVs? So and the whole idea is you have people over on Sunday to watch football, and you can have the local game on, and then the Sunday ticket on, so you can watch the out of market games because.
How many
Being a
games-
Chicago Bears fan, you gotta watch, you know, our misery every year. Fucking team.
We gotta love technology though. I mean, neither TV is hooked to any major TV network. It's
Mhm.
all streaming.
Yeah, they're Roku TV, so I stream everything in here, and so yeah, it's nice to have just everything wireless and not.
We should film Sunday Hangout
Mhm.
when football comes back on.
Yeah, I know those are always big days out here, so we usually get the smoker out and barbecue and have.
Elsa usually shows up.
Yeah, my daughter wears her Elsa dress and. So we have the other garage that the kids will go and they'll have the kids club that hang out. It's a family establishment. You gotta have
You should call
people
this a
that-
kids club.
So right, yeah.
This is a real kids club. Big kids.
This is a big kids club.
But yeah, it's just a good place to hang out and have friends over and not have to drink and drive. So I'm home. So
And we both live walking distance, so even better.
even better. Yep.
Even better. Be safe out there.
Should have Ubered here.
Should have Ubered.
Might have to Uber home.
Well, it is what it is. But
Stella's not in the crib yet, so that's open. We can put you in
Never
there.
mind, got a crash
Gonna
pad.
lift you up and over the
you might fit.
Got a master bedroom.
Oh man, so
Well,
Yeah.
should we wrap it up? Or
We'll wrap it up. You want to tell any some of the places that we're brought to you by?
Nope, can't think of anything.
and now a word from our sponsors.
We haven't. No.
Long Beach Crew would be our main sponsor.
Yeah,
and,
LB Crew.
Other berries. The Bar Rain will be our sponsor. So.
Black Swan Gondola is still waiting to see if it wants to sponsor this or not.
Yeah.
We're not ready to commit.
Yeah, we'll see how the first couple.
So
episodes
what do you
go.
guys got coming up? Anything going on?
Yeah, and I got to get in Tahoe mode.
Oh yeah.
I need a day to myself and then.
You don't get
that
one.
trip. Yeah, I know.
What do you mean you don't get a day to yourself?
No.
I've been
Walk a mile
nonstop.
in my shoes, brother.
Yeah, that's true. But I have kids too. Mine are black and 36 feet long, and they're trying to stay afloat.
They're gondolas. He's talking about gondolas.
Yeah.
Trying to keep my boat afloat.
Sorry, our one listener out there. Jesus Christ.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. So when does Tahoe More start up?
Ideally, I'd love to start in a few weeks, but it's all about weather. Stuff like that. So it's always
a
about
few
weather.
weeks is. What,
They're actually not getting
We're
much
in February?
snow
Oh,
right
it was a
this
light
year.
year, huh?
So I guess
Yeah.
they call them bluebird days, but nothing but blue skies and cold. So we'll see. But
So-
hopefully by April 1st, we'll be starting this year. And then, yeah.
Get up Tahoe. Get some footage. Do that for LB.
Shit, yeah, we might come up to Tahoe this year.
When are you gonna
Right
go?
near the good time.
Do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm going up at least twice.
Don't
maybe
start
3
any
times.
fires, and I won't have to go on a strike team. It'll come up.
And again, if you're going to call 911, try not to
Maybe
get
we're
with the
gonna
station.
be
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
You don't want him showing up.
So, I do marketing for a bunch of companies. Help this guy out with Black Swan Gondola and Tahoe Mori, but
Definitely help grow those businesses.
I'm also working with a local finance company, TSG Wealth Management. They're headquartered here in Long Beach, and they have a Reno Tahoe location. So I have to take another trip up that way. So in addition to the bachelor party, I'll be up.
Dude, that'd be fun actually if you guys. I know
Yeah.
you're coming already set in stone, but yeah, dude.
Yeah.
come play.
Just let me know. I'll go. Take some time off and bring the whole family. We'll drive up.
Actually, if you could.
Don't
drive
roll
up
7.
September.
Yeah.
Oh, roll some numbers.
Always got to gamble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I suck. I never win.
We'll go.
No, I just read someone just won on like penny slots, like a fuck ton of money.
I won.
I'm not patient enough for that.
Dude, I don't
penny
win
slot
anything.
one time.
I'm not patient
I
enough.
put like $20 in at like one of those Monopoly slot machines in Vegas, and I won 50,000 pennies. I was hammered. I thought I won $50,000. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" It turned out the cert, like little thing or whatever. It was like $500. I was like, still
Still
good.
five-
I was still
still
$500. But I was just
Yeah.
like, imagine going from winning $50,000 because then you're like, the decimal.
Last time I won, it
Never
was
get
a
it.
few years ago. I won $300. Driving home, I get a texting and driving ticket. So guess how much that was? $300. I didn't win shit that day. So
Karma.
yeah.
I'll leave
I
it,
mean, I
so.
guess yeah, I'll text
Yeah.
and drive.
Yeah, no. So.
Right on, yeah.
But yeah,
we're going to Nashville on Thursday. The wife and I.
Hockey tournament,
We're going to
right?
play a hockey tournament for the Heroes Cup out in Nashville. So I think we're playing Anchorage Fire, and we're playing.
What's the name of your team? Shout out your.
We're California Beavers, sponsored by Belching Beaver Brewing Company. So
Oh, you got a sponsor? How'd you get that?
yeah. Wasn't me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Hey, we have
Belching
sponsors.
Beaver.
LB Crew sponsors this.
They're
Give those sponsors. That'll be
yeah.
cool.
We're good.
Yeah, they've been very generous to us over the years, and so it's a team made up of police and firefighters throughout the state of California.
Is
And
it
they play.
direct flight, or you have to
Just-
stop in China
No,
first?
Jesus, no, we're doing direct. We're going to flying out of LAX into Nashville. So thanks to my Uber driver who's going to drop off my wife and I. We're very excited. It's our
Yeah,
first vacation.
He cost me a lot of money.
Time.
I'm sending him in the morning.
I'll buy a mom and pa's breakfast burrito.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was it is easier to get a blowjob from a stranger than ask your friends for a ride to the airport.
I'm not so sure about that.
I don't know, man. He gave me a ride pretty easy. So.
Should ask for a blowjob.
Yeah. So, but that's what's going on, and all of us. So I guess until next time, right? Next month we'll do another one, and then we'll have the beers and should be a good time.
Again, guys, podcast Make Poor Choices
Thank you.
at Live at Other Bears.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.